All right. So, we are back, and it is finally time to get back into
the closet.
The closet, where we record.
Where we belong.
Where we belong. And so, we are getting ready to get started
into our second season.
Our second Changeling Chronicle. And so, yeah.
Is that where we're gonna put it in?
Yeah. That's the space for you to put it in, to put the title in.
Oh, we were gonna do it up front.
Oh, I mean, we're doing that too, but now I'm going to also record just a very plain title, and you have to edit it into that spot.
No I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna deep fry your voice. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Oh, God.
So, we're delving back into the life of
Adelaide
Francois. So, at the end of our last chronicle, you were sitting on a hearty chunk of XP.
Well, that's because I kind of struggle with spending XP.
Yeah,
I guess I'm one of those
do.
Players.
You really do.
I can't help it. I guess it's, I don't want to buy it unless it kind of feels like appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm showing back up, just like more buff, I guess. Not really.
Not really.
But like,
I forced you to spend this XP because I heard on the Midnight Express podcast a story a long time ago.
Oh, about the boggin?
I don't know if he was a boggin, but they were playing Changeling, and so I imagined it to be a boggin.
Yeah.
Where the guy was real shy about spending XP, and the GM had asked him, "How much XP do you have?" And he's like, "Oh, like 96." And
that's a lot.
That's a lot of XP, and he was just like, "Yeah, I just don't know what to spend it on." And so I had always imagined that he just showed up the next session looking ripped to shit, just busting in the door like, "Hey guys, it's me."
Howie Ladleman shows up and he's like, "My name is Howard Ladleman now." And his ladle
like,
isn't like a little
now.
ladle, it's like fucking big, like a club.
Yeah. Alright, so,
that's what happened with me. So I'm not Adelaide Francois anymore. I'm like Addison Frenchman.
Oh.
And I'm just so much more buff than I was. I also have a mustache.
You just show up. You're Luminolux at Fiona.
I mean, yeah.
There you go. Alright, so, speaking of which, we can just dig right in. Also, if you're watching this by now, you're probably seeing it on a very pretty screen. It's, we got a lot of awesome, character portraits from
Dion Overton.
Our good buddy. Dion Overton.
So much art.
So much.
Go to their blog. There's more.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's so much.
There's a lot, and really, really talented. And so,
definitely leave us a comment telling us how much you like it.
Yeah, that too. Very excited. All right. So, we will begin, in a dream. As is appropriate to a Changeling Chronicle. You find yourself out in a rainy, muggy street. You're sitting at the corner, you hear horns honking, you see a lot of heavy traffic. The buildings you are near are tall, stretching into the sky, with red and brown brick, old windows, and you feel a slight chill across your back as someone approaches. Lumina.
What is it?
Lumina, I need your blade.
I lift aside my, almost like a buckskin sort of coat, and I, pull it out from my jacket and hand it, holding a scabbard and aiming it, and sort of like placing it out horizontally in front of me for him to take the blade.
The faceless individual takes the blade and looks at you and says, pity me for what I have to do. But it will be for the best, I hope. I truly, truly hope.
You know, I stand with you for this decision. Completely.
Thank you. That just sort of looks away. The rain is falling. It's dark out, and amongst all of the traffic, you've handed over your sword. Tell me about this sword. What's it look like?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're going to be in theme, it's a glass blade. Of course it is.
Yeah. And what's the hilt look like?
Oh, I'd say definitely almost a sort of the silver, where the part where you grip at the end does have a lion's head pommel. Of course, I am House Fiona.
And so the individual grabs the scabbard and says, I'm sorry, but it must be done.
I know.
Do not think ill of me when it is said and done. I will find you.
I'll be waiting.
Hopefully not too long. And you turn and run off into the distance. The loud footsteps echoing against the puddles that are formed along the sidewalk. Just you, until it is just you standing there
with my empty scabbard.
With your empty scabbard over the streetlight. You see them enter the streetlight that is across the. That's at the not across the road, but like at the sidewalk where the block ends. There's another street light. You see them enter that light. They turn to face you, and you can sort of see their face at this point. But then they run back around the block, and you wake.
I just awaken. Is the sun out when I wake up?
Yeah. You're there in your room. It's been about a day since well, not a day, but yesterday rather, we did our teaser. The events of that teaser.
Yeah. And
happened.
So that the heart is in my room.
Your knife in that heart, which, as you approached it, as you lifted it, has a meaty heft to it. It is heavy. It is dripping with strange ichor.
Is it still green?
It is still green. Still...
Is the ichor green?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
It is a glowing green. And I assume you've removed the knife from it.
I kind of, took the whole thing, and I put it in a Louis Vuitton shoebox, and I put it up in my room. And so when I wake up, I sort of, look over at the sun shining through my window. Wow. I slept in really late today.
Yep.
And then my eyes
flashing
fall.
1 o'clock on your alarm clock.
That's really unlike me. Maybe it's the heart. And I go, it's at the foot of my bed, or I slept next to it.
Yeah.
And I just lean over and I lift the lid of the box to peek in there at it to see if it's still pulsing.
It's not pulsing. It's just sitting.
Oh, man. I should ask someone about this heart. But I'm busy right now. And I take the heart, and I go to, the end of my bed where I have, a little hope chest and stuff. And I open it up, and I put it in there, and then I close it.
Yeah.
That is a later on today me problem. For today me, I'm gonna go say hi to my dad. And I go to our guest room and pound on the door.
Hello?
Papa!
Oh, Laddie. Opens the door.
I'm sorry I slept in so late.
You just woke up?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been having bad dreams.
Your brother and I were going to go to see a movie later. Do you want to come?
What movie?
It doesn't matter, really. I just want to get him out of the house a little bit.
I'd go to act as a buffer, but maybe you and him should spend a little time together.
That was my thought, but,
he's gone through a lot lately.
Yes. But afterwards, if you would like to come with us to dinner.
Of course, I'd love that.
Yes. Well, all right, my petit bonbon.
Yes?
I have got to get ready.
Okay.
I still need to shave.
No, you don't need to shave at all.
No.
You're perfect.
I need to shave.
Oh, no.
I have not gotten the chance since I landed, and
Not
I am
you.
not trying to grow a beard. It is unsanitary.
Oh, I guess you'd need a beard net, all things considered.
Yes, and I do not like those.
They interfere with your handsome good looks.
Indeed. So does the beard.
Oh, Papa.
All right, and he gives you a kiss on the forehead.
You are beloved.
All right, so I'm going to get ready. What are you going to do today?
Well, I do have a video I need to edit. I do have a thing that happened that I do need to talk to someone about.
What happened? Tell me about this thing.
Oh,
This very vague thing.
Oh, well, you see, it's a vague, I look down at the ground, and then I look back up. It's a YouTube thing.
Okay. You keep your secrets from me.
We should do a YouTube video.
I would love to.
It'll be great. You're very photogenic, and, well, yeah, we can record something and we can maybe talk about, what a trouble child I was.
Oh, yes. We could do that.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna let you get dressed, and then I'm gonna go do my mysterious YouTube thing.
Okay.
Okay, I love you, Papa.
I love you too.
And I scamper upstairs to
Yep.
Get the box out of the chest. The box is right next to another Louis Vuitton box, but I have Louis' gun in that one. I'm just like, oh yeah, because I confiscated that. Just keep that in there, put some more stuff on it, and then grab that box. Okay. I have my box. I have my mini backpack. I have my ankle bracelet. God! Ooh.
You do have your ankle bracelet.
Ooh.
You are on house arrest.
Diddly. Darn it! Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. I call Aiden. And I get him on the phone.
Hello?
Hi, Detective Aiden Graham. I have a question about
Hello,
house arrest.
Citizen Adelaide Francois.
Oh, that's me. I have a question about house arrest. So
Another one?
I mean, it's pretty similar to the one that happened yesterday, but I need a refresher.
Okay.
So I can only leave my house if accompanied by someone responsible?
If accompanied by me, I could get around that. If you are attending your public service duty, which doesn't start until Monday.
Yeah.
It is Friday. Or, no, it is Saturday.
Are you doing anything today? Do you wanna?
I'm working, yeah.
Oh yeah, police officers work all the time, nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
So something happened, and I just really need to take this heart to somebody who knows what it is.
This what?
There was a heart. There was a heart in my kitchen, and
I'm sorry.
yeah,
maybe
heart.
I'm not hearing you right.
Heart. Heart. There was a heart. There was a heart in my kitchen, and there was a knife in it, and so now it's in my Louis Vuitton shoebox. And I was gonna try to figure out where it came from, but I can't. I'm on house arrest.
Adelaide, what? I
don't know how to say it any slower.
Yeah, no, I hear you. What do you mean a heart?
So
like a human heart?
I mean, I don't know if it's human. It's green. But
This is a...
Yes.
Okay. There is a green heart.
Yeah. And it's in here. It's in my room. I'm looking at it right now. But I was just wondering if maybe you weren't working, or maybe you can say that you're doing on-the-field detective work and actually come and help me. Because I am on house arrest.
That
and this
sounds just a little bit unethical, but I'll do it.
Okay. Well, you can say that you're hitting the bricks. Is that
Yeah, I need to do a little bit of digging into that Braston's murder case anyway. And so
yeah.
I'm going to start following some leads. And
my father's over, so you could probably even meet him.
Oh.
Do you want to meet my dad? He's the most wonderful man in the whole world. You'll love him.
Your dad from Chicago?
Yeah, he flew down.
Okay.
Because I got...
what do I tell... How
Are you wondering how you're going to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
You can introduce yourself as Detective Aiden Graham.
Right. Okay.
That's what you're asking. Yeah? Don't worry. He'll love you immediately.
Okay. Sure. Does he think that I put you in jail? That's a little awkward.
Okay, yeah, and you were the one who took me to jail out of the hospital, huh?
I mean, it was just for like 45 minutes.
I mean, he probably doesn't think anything, like, he probably doesn't even know.
Okay. Should I dress a certain way?
Just dress how you normally are. You're already dressed fantastic, with your little blazer, with your little tie, your badge.
I'm wearing a policeman's uniform at the moment.
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, I'll be waiting.
Okay. I will see you here in a little bit, Adelaide.
Okay.
And so,
All right, I gotta get my, and I take the box because I don't want to take it out of the box. I don't want to like touch it a lot. And I go to all my different backpacks, my little mini backpacks, and I'd like try to fit it in there, but it's like a shoebox.
yeah, it's a shoebox.
And I'm just like,
real easy.
that one's too big. All right, what about this little cheeseburger backpack? That one won't fit either. Oh wait, my hot dog duffel. And I go to my hot dog shaped duffel bag, and it fits just right. There we go. And I put it over my shoulder.
Okay. So, it isn't too long, maybe about 30 minutes. Detective Aiden Graham arrives. You hear a ring at the doorbell, and you head down the stairs.
Down and then open it up. Hey!
Hello. Adelaide? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Papa!
The smog here in the
living room is
living.
The closer I get to that
banality,
door,
specifically, it is. Yeah, it's been pretty rough lately.
It's almost like it's getting worse, like the smog over China.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the model house,
which is lovely.
That Louis built with Cassiopeia. And that is still a beacon of light downstairs. You keep it strategically placed in the kitchen where you need to work every day.
And like it's nice in there. God, it's so beautiful. Let me change the tiny little curtains. Oh, resentment, so beautiful.
And so yeah.
Let me get my dad, and then we can go and investigate.
Right.
I go and I get my dad. Papa, I want you to meet somebody.
Oh.
He's somebody very important.
Oh. Who is he?
He's a fantastic young gentleman.
No. He opens the door.
Come and meet.
Who?
Detective Aiden Graham.
He looks over.
This is my detective friend.
Oh. Hello, detective. Hello, sir. My name is Aiden. I am, and why are you here today? To see my baby?
Oh, we're going to go do a YouTube thing, but he has to be here because of my ankle bracelet.
Oh, I don't understand.
We're going to go do a YouTube thing, but he's here to escort me places. Because my ankle bracelet means I can't leave the house. Because I broke into a municipal building and did a bad thing.
Oh, okay. Well, you be good.
I'm always good.
And, your brother and I will be back around,
whenever.
maybe,
take your time.
Maybe 8 o'clock, and we will bring dinner. What would you like, baby?
Anything, something buttery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can pick up some butter and,
Just butter.
No. You cannot play that game, Adelaide. One day you are fit and young and beautiful, and then the next day he looks down at himself.
What?
It will all get away from you.
Oh, nothing has got away from you, Papa.
You are kind to lie.
Nothing's got away from you, or Louis either.
All right. Well, Louis comes out of his room. What is he doing here?
We're gonna go take care of some ankle bracelet stuff for YouTube.
They pay you for that? This is my lunch. I'm on my lunch break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well,
You're here to see Adelaide on your lunch break. Well, it's just,
we gotta go. We're burning
up
daylight.
time.
I gotta get going.
It's great to see you, Louis.
Have fun at your movie. Eat some popcorn for me.
We will.
Okay.
And so they,
love you.
They head out and, oh, jeez. Does he know that we're...
What?
I don't know. That's why I asked on the phone. Like, dating.
I guess I never really said anything to him. We are officially dating. Officially.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it official until I put it on Instagram? I shouldn't put it on Instagram. You'll get in trouble.
Yeah, I'd probably get in trouble for that.
Well, I won't put it there then, but it is official, to me at least.
Still technically on paper a suspect in a murder. Though you are low on the suspect list.
Yeah. Well. No,
thankfully,
they don't know. Well, Louis just doesn't like you.
Oh.
But he might grow to.
Great.
It's okay. He doesn't like anybody.
That
Not even himself.
That's very sad.
Yeah.
Let's go. More people question my ethics.
Nobody's questioning your ethics. Nobody.
I got the distinct feeling that your brother was questioning my ethics.
Oh.
And possibly your father to an extent.
No, them?
But
No.
your dad does seem very nice.
He's wonderful. I'm getting into his car.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see the thing?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to see it?
I mean, no, but yes.
Okay, and I'm sitting in the car and I put on my seatbelt and then I unzip the hot dog along the mustard line, and I unzip it and there's the very fancy box.
Shoebox.
And I open it up.
What in the world?
Don't touch it.
Okay.
I slam it shut. You don't know what that is?
You're right, I don't, which is why I was trying to examine it.
Well, you can look at it with your eyes. Look. And I put the box
tries
closer.
to smell it.
It's weird.
Doesn't really smell like anything.
Mm-hmm. It's oozing.
What is it oozing?
Green.
Green?
Mm-hmm.
Looks over. Can I touch it?
You can give it a tiny little poke. Like a really small one.
Reaches in, grabs a pair of gloves.
I just lean in. Oh my god, oh my god.
Sorta like leans in and pokes it. Oh.
Is it soft?
No.
It's hard?
It's very hard. It's like a rock.
Maybe it's not a heart.
He reaches in, grabs it, picks it up. Yeah.
Don't touch the knife. You don't know what that is.
It's your knife. I didn't know you still do you still have the knife? You haven't removed it at all?
No, it's still in there. Oh. When I got it, I took the box and I used the lid to scoop it into the box. It does have my knife. That's mine.
Right. And how did this happen?
I came home and it was in the kitchen, on the counter,
just
sitting there, right where I'd see it. It was really weird. I want to ask Lord Tierson about it.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
I don't know anyone else who would know anything about it. Here you go.
Puts it back. All right, what do you want to do for YouTube?
We're going to Lord Tierson. We're not doing anything for YouTube.
Okay. All right. So he drives out.
Have you been to this part of town?
Yes. I work here. And so he crosses the bridge
to the nice
that
part
heads
of town.
into Cresthaven, the nice part of town. The nicer part of town. Most of this area is like luxury condos, beachfront properties, a lot of very, very nice, very fancy little areas. A lot of painted wood buildings. Very heavy on the sailor aesthetic. Until you start driving back further inward, where you get to like there's like a fancy shopping district where there's like lots of really nice restaurants, lots of really just high-end sort of shopping.
A little boutique sort of thing.
And then further back once you start getting up onto the hill, you get into the mansion district, where a lot of the much more palatial estates and things of that nature are going to be. And how does Tierson make his money?
I think his body has money. You know, I don't really ask. It's kind of rude. Lord Tierson is a mystery to me in some ways, because although he's very friendly and everything, sometimes it's hard to have, like, real conversations with him. I mean, he's very nice and everything. It's just, you know, he gets off topic.
Okay.
But, yeah, so when we go in, just be very polite. Don't touch anything. You're in there with me.
Sure. I understand.
You count. You're there under my protection. And you're technically my vassal. That's what he'll see you as. He might not ask you any questions directly. And so I'm very sorry ahead of time if he's rude to you.
Okay.
He doesn't mean it. He just doesn't mean it.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
So,
here, it's this one right here.
Yep. Oh,
Pull
wow.
in. Let me punch in the code. And I just, like, crawl over him to punch in the code.
Yep.
Alright, there we go. Okay.
Gate opens. Drive up. Jeez, look at this place.
I know, isn't it nice?
This is ridiculous. You drive up a small hill until you get to this. There's a big red brick wall that has that has like stairs carved into it. Mm-hmm. You get up there and you're up at the sidewalk and you're on this like extended patio that has a bunch of nice patio furniture on it and things like that. You can see there's a pool around the back.
How many lawn flamingos does he have?
He has 2 flamingos.
Like just real flamingos.
They're lawn
They're like
lawn
flamingos.
They're lawn flamingos that talk to you. And so they
Alright.
Yeah. And so you go up and one of the flamingos like spreads its wings, and its wings spread out in like a rainbow of colors. And it just sort of gets down, just sort of walks away.
I love this. I love visiting here.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Let me think. Would he have like a special weird door?
No, nothing like that.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, you knock. The door opens. Hello. You see Jeeves. Jeeves is his butler, a sluagh who lives in the city, very prim and proper, and is known to be very keen on manners. And he opens the door and whispers, "Hello."
Good afternoon, or good morning, Jeeves. Is Lord Tierson here?
He pulls a pocket watch out of his breast.
It's afternoon. Oh, good afternoon, Jeeves. Pardon me.
Of course, my lady.
Is Lord Tierson available today?
I shall check with him post haste.
We'll wait in the foyer.
Who is your guest?
This is my vassal, Detective Eden Graham.
He sort of leans forward and nods. I shall check with Lord Tierson immediately.
Mm-hmm.
A taller, gaunter Slua you have never seen.
Mm.
He has a very slender man-y vibe to him. And he just sort of turns around on his heel and walks ahead, one arm behind his back, very prim, very proper, and sit there in the foyer, and Aiden's just looking around. He's
this is chimerical,
yeah.
and he can see it. So
it is Versailles light.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, this place is... Gosh. Huh.
You should see the ballroom. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, some of it might not even look like this in the real world. Like,
no, I know. I see it both.
Yeah. Like that beautiful chair. It's a beautiful chair.
It's a fine chair, yeah.
But it's not like this.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's like gold.
Mm-hmm.
Gold carved into flowers along the rim of the chair. Doesn't look like it would be particularly comfortable to sit in.
But it is
beautiful. But the gold molds to the person sitting in it. It is exquisitely comfortable. Gosh. Eventually, you hear, Lumina!
Lord Tierson!
My
cousin!
Sweet cousin. He comes over, and
we do our little bow,
yeah,
and then our hug.
Little bow, little hug. And he looks over. Detective, I don't believe we've met. I am Baron Tierson ap Fiona. I am detective of... I am a PAPD detective Aiden Graham. Pleased to meet you. Of course. If I could speak with Adelaide alone for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Here, you just wait out here. They'll probably bring you something to drink.
Jeeves. At once. And goes off. Great. Aiden just sort of sits there and pats,
like
his,
super
pats
awkward.
his legs. He's got a lot of nervous
That
energy.
tight white people smile where your lips just disappear, just like,
And so yeah, Tierson comes in and you meet in his secondary foyer, this one more of a study, where the books, the bookshelves, sort of dome upwards into the ceiling.
Yeah, and they stay in there. You know?
Yeah, and the books stay in there until he wants them to not. And there's a balefire centered in the center of the room.
So, Lord Tierson, I have something. So, the other day, I was out and about, and then I came home, and I unzip my thing, and I take out the shoebox, and then I lift the lid for him. I found this. It was in my house.
Oh my.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I can't say that I have. My goodness.
You can pick it up.
He reaches in and...
Apparently it's okay to pick up.
And just sort of... And he has, he starts squeezing it a little bit. How repulsive.
It's pretty weird.
And this is your blade in it?
Yes.
He takes it out. Whoosh.
I mean, it's my blade, but I've just never seen anything like this, and I mean, if you don't know...
No.
It was very ominous. Who was in my house?
This is
most
worrying, considering your recent
issues
with the Thalain.
Yeah.
I can scarce believe them real. Let alone here in Point Avalon. I worry that we have not seen the last of them, and that one Thalain may have many friends.
She had one.
And that those friends might seek to avenge their loss to one degree or another.
Oh no.
'Tis all right. You will be protected. You are my vassal, and I shall keep you safe, because you are my vassal and also my beloved cousin.
I know that you'll do what you can. I just worry about my home, about the people in my home. Of course you'll be able to protect me, but what about Louis? I couldn't do anything to protect him, and you...
One shudders to think.
You know what happened.
Indeed. But you have the policeman now.
I do, but...
So he should be able to help you with you and your mortal connections.
I mean, that's true. He's very helpful, and he's very kind.
I fear I spend too many of my days locked away in this place. It is comforting, it is home, it is where I keep my hearth, and where I keep Vanessa when she stays. However, the life that was once mine, I scarcely remember. It is but a fading dream to me at this point. And so, as much as I could and would help you with any situation that involves our kind, I fear there may be little I can do when it comes to
normal people.
Normal.
I mean, mundane people.
Mundane.
I know. I guess I really haven't recovered from the whole thing. I'm having a lot of bad dreams.
No one should expect you to, my dear. What you have been through is traumatic, and that is the part that they don't tell you about when you sign up to be a hero. That it comes with a fair degree of baggage, I should say.
I'd say so.
It's the part of the contract that is in very fine print.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's my burden to bear, and I know that, and I take responsibility.
And you know that any of us would do anything in our power to help you bear that burden.
Yeah. Thank you. I need that support. It's hard. I can't really talk about it.
Yeah.
To people. It feels like complaining.
You are due your complaints.
Doesn't feel like it.
You have earned your complaints. You have managed to be such an upstanding custodian of the Point Avalon freehold and the beach itself, upon which it sits.
Most definitely.
You are due your frustrations. It is something you feel, then feel it. Do not be afraid to feel.
I start nodding. Yeah. You're right. I went through an ordeal. Yeah. I should treat myself.
Treat yourself to some self-pity. You've earned it.
Well, what do we do about the heart? Do you know anybody?
I may know somebody. I would have to call them in from one of the larger baronies, or from one of the other dukedoms.
Let me think. Maybe I'll ask my Motley. Maybe old Rook knows something.
Perhaps he is knowledgeable in many things that I must confess I am not.
He's very wise.
He is difficult to get a hold of.
Yeah, that's the problem. But maybe if I just hang out on the beach, he'll show up. I don't know. It's tough.
He arrives when he likes.
Needed, I suppose.
He is, however, very good at letting me know when he arrives back in town. He travels the coast.
Oh, I didn't know
often.
that.
Yes.
Is Old Rook a fair? What? When I spoke to him, I didn't get the feeling he was like us.
No, he is not. He is not of Kithane.
What is Old Rook?
I don't honestly know. I've
How mysterious.
never thought to ask.
Well, yeah, because it seems rude.
He is a friend to us, a proven friend, from many remembrances.
Yes.
He helped commoner and she alike.
Well, if I can get a hold of him, I'll ask him. But until then, I guess I'll just hold on to it.
Well, that is one option. We don't know what it is, and we do not know by whom it was planted. And so it is difficult to say. I scant know what you should do with it.
I just don't know. But, maybe I could figure it out. Do you mind if I stay here for a little bit to do something?
Well, by all means.
So I sort of,
What do you plan to do?
You wouldn't happen to have a crystal ball? A crystal chandelier? Something shiny?
I have many shiny things.
What's the most amazing shiny thing you have?
That would probably be... I've got it. He gets up. He gets up and walks out. And he hears... Baxter!
Huh?
Baxter! Come to me! And...
What's a Baxter?
And you hear... And a crystalline griffin just lands right there in the large hallway. This hallway looks like a ballroom in any other building. It's just a hallway. It is like there's doors on all sides, and the doors are like 15 feet high, inlaid with gold, lots of silver everywhere. The lanterns that hang on the wall have different like strobing fire colors that change. And there's a fireplace in this fucking hallway. Like it is obscene. And the windows that sit on the other side, massive windows that it's basically like you're looking out a huge screen that stretches from the bottom to the top of this place, and this place has probably like 30-foot high walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see as you look out as you look out those windows, you can see like it almost looks like a preserve of some sort, like a wildlife preserve. You see strange animals and creatures that you've never seen before, and you see some changelings out there, like kind of wrangling them and keeping them safe. And as he calls Baxter, this crystalline griffin lands with a diamond sharp pointed beak and eyes that have like there's just like this burning intensity to them. Like you can look into them and you can see flames dancing in its eyes that are reflective of apparently nothing.
God. Wow, that is the most shiny and beautiful thing you have. Wow! Baxter looks great.
Indeed.
This will do.
All right. Baxter, what would you like him to do?
I want Baxter to hold the heart in his beak.
Baxter?
Baxter, here. And I hold the heart up until it clamps.
Yeah, and it just
very
gently clamps down against it.
Okay, now Baxter, can you lean down and then turn your head so I can see through your head and look at the heart.
And it does so.
And so, like, I want to position it so there's the balefire, the heart, the crystal, me. And so I'm like, a little lower, a little lower. All right. And what I'm going to try to do is see the thread. And I'm going to use my first level soothsay.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've done this one.
Yeah, all right.
So for this one, the realm determines what the omen is about, usually fey or actor, although it's certainly possible to conjure an omen about a place or object. The more successes rolled, the deeper the omen may hint to the truth of the subject. It's always up to interpretation.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. Do our cantrip math.
Yeah, I'm doing cantrip math.
It's okay.
So, you have 2 in prop.
Yes, I have 2 in prop. So what's the difference?
You will have to spend 1 glamour. Your difficulty as of just what you need to do the cantrip is currently at 11.
Even within a...
now, I haven't taken that into account yet. So
okay, so 1 glamour...
Currently sitting at 11.
So
now let me look at the things that work to your benefit. Cantrip cast in a freehold, -1. You're sitting at 10.
Okay.
Do you have a bunk?
I figured that was my bunk. The griffin.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good bunk. So, well, not in a freehold. I'll give it a freehold. I'll give it a minus. I'll give it a -1. So you're at 9. It's not your affinity realm. It's not being done to a mortal or canine. And you can lower it again by voluntarily replacing 3 of your dice with nightmare dice.
God knows I've done a lot of that recently. We're going to go 8, and so then we're going to do 3 nightmare dice. So, and my roll...
Your roll is going to be 2 plus... it's going to be... so you're using...
it's the total in Soothsay, which is 2.
2 plus the lowest realm involved, prop. So 2 plus 2, 4.
All right. Come on, Addie. First roll of the game.
Here we go.
There was one that was a 9.
Was it a 10, though?
No, it was not a 10.
If it wasn't a 10, then...
Okay. So 1 success. And so for 1 success, let's see how vague it is. The seer may seek 1 clue about the immediate plan of the target or near future of an object.
Okay.
So I just get one. I just get like 1 glimpse instead of like
glimpse into the nature
or
of
future of the object.
Into the future of the object.
It could be either. It depends on you.
Okay.
Because you're allowed to be as loosey-goosey and vague as you'd
like. As I like. And so, as you peer into it, there is a feeling of dread overtakes you. A dread that, not unlike the dread you felt when you first saw it in your living room or in your kitchen. Just in place, you feel that you feel that just sense of discomfort, that sense of wrongness to this. It feels slightly malevolent in nature.
I finish looking. I'm squinting. I'm searching through the head of the griffin, peering around it, peering through it, and looking at the heart. It's just bad. And that's all I can see.
There is a thread of there is something else about it. Mm-hmm. That while you mostly feel a malevolence from it, there is also a feeling of it's not doing what it should be doing.
It's, I guess, out of place. It's not where it's supposed to be. I don't know. Thank you, Griffin. Here, I'll take it back.
It drops it and
You're so lovely.
And looks down at you with its fiery eyes and
I want to touch my tiny little hand to its beak. You're so beautiful. Oh, wow.
And then it sort of turns to Tierson and he gives it a dismissive sort of like, you've done well. Gives it a treat.
I don't know, Lord Tierson. I guess I'll just have to do more investigating, but it'll have to wait. I'm gonna be starting my job soon.
Your job?
Yes, I was punished with work.
How horrible.
Yeah.
Those monsters. And they make you leave your freehold?
Well, I leave my freehold every day. I don't live at my freehold. I live at my house.
Why not? It is open to you. Are the conditions not well enough?
No, the conditions are lovely. It's just I have a house. I can't really leave it.
I'm not sure I follow.
It's complicated, mundane things.
Ah, I see. Yes, there are times where I think about the things you all must experience, being so actively involved in your mundane comings and goings, and then I get just a little envious.
Really?
But then you tell me things like that, and I know that I make the right choice.
You know what, Lord Tierson? I think you are making the right choice. Being cloistered up in here, you're free from the worry.
I never want for glamour. It is always here, and speaking of which, there is the matter of your tithe.
Oh, yes.
This is something we should probably begin discussing. You've done a fine job of protecting and acting as custodian for the Point Avalon freehold. And incidentally, as custodian, if you feel like you wish to name it, give it something with a little more oomph than the beach shack or the Point Avalon freehold, which we have referred to it up until now. That is within your right. However, if it is your... now that it has been shown that you can properly care for it, that you can properly tend to the balefire, certain things will become expected of you. Certain responsibilities. Among those is your tithe.
How big is it?
Well,
it's like a tax, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
There's an expectation that any operating freehold can pull in at least some glamour within 1 month's time, and we would expect to receive an amount of that.
How much? A lot? I don't think there's going to be a lot in the winter.
It would be the equivalent of about 5 glamour.
Hoy vey.
Now, you don't have to gather this all on your own. You have your motley, and I would be willing to consider staffing the place.
Staffing?
Yes, with some of the local chimera or willing and able changelings that you deem capable of doing so.
I need someone who can watch it while I'm gone.
Well, that seems that...
Everyone in my motley has jobs and other things, but maybe a loyal chimera would be able to stay there more often, and that would be so much help.
Well, there are certainly some changelings within the city that would probably be willing to stay there if you could help them financially. Or, as I said, they could just stay there. And I understand that finding shelter is one of the primary expenses that a mundane would expect to pay.
Yeah.
And so, in exchange for the work that they do, maintaining the freehold, harvesting glamour, keeping the balefire secure, you could allow them to stay.
Okay. Well, I suppose give me some resumes, or however that works.
Collect your own.
Do I just ask?
You've met a bevy of you've met a bevy of locals by this point.
I mean,
there are any one of them that you could ask. I trust you. I trust you to make the right decision regarding your household.
Thank you. I take the responsibility very seriously.
Good.
And I'll figure it out.
I would ask around, see if anybody's interested. Might be worth looking into. And so, yeah, this chronicle, you will actually be expected to uphold your freehold. Your lord, that comes with responsibility. And so, the Point Avalon freehold is unquestionably Adelaide's.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's
here to contest me.
Nobody would contest it.
The uncontested lady of the Point Avalon freehold.
And so, if you want to come up with a name for it on your time,
my naming skills are gutter level.
You know some people whose are better.
Hey, put in the comments below what you think a fun name might be. You guys might have something better than I do.
Well, if our release schedule is what we expect it to be, we will, in all likelihood, already have a name and probably have taped 3 episodes by the time you're seeing this.
Who knows?
So yeah, you'll be expected to staff, and you'll be expected to help those who, if somebody's deciding to stay at the freehold, they will bring. Every character has their own baggage. Every character has their own relationships, and there is an amount of management to that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and considering that I am actually going to be losing one of my motley soon. Hey guys, there's a free spot.
There is a spot open on
I'm
your
looking
motley.
for seasonal work.
Yeah. That will leave that leaves the motley down to just you, Sid and Lily.
It's just the 3 of us.
Yeah. And of course Will is still part of your motley.
Of course, but he's work,
not around.
And
he's collecting that glamour. And
he's out there on the road scaring kids with magic tricks,
Mm-hmm.
the fun stuff.
Yeah.
So she puts the lid back on the heart and packs it up. Well,
and one last thing while you're here.
Oh, yes?
Before you leave, I would like to do what I probably ought to have done many months ago.
What?
I would have you take the oath of the Ashit. And I will formally make you my vassal.
Yes, there was just so many things going on. It's completely understandable that we let it...
completely slipped my mind.
Sometimes things happen, especially with you being so busy.
I'll be honest.
You were heartbroken.
No, I should have had you do this long before Anessa left.
Lord Tierson?
I've been quite lazy about it.
Lord Tierson?
But I have been told by my liege lord that I need to have all of my ducks in a row.
Wait, who's your liege lord?
Oh, my liege lord would be Countess Griva.
Oh, and she's...
of Virginia Beach.
Countess Griva of Virginia Beach. Oh, okay. Well, yes, we can do that if you want, whenever. No? It really depends on you.
No, it wouldn't be Virginia Beach. It would be, Richmond.
Richmond Beach?
Yeah. No, just Richmond. Countess Griva of Richmond.
Well, we can do it whenever, if you want to do it now, or...
I think we best do it now, else I might forget again.
Okay.
And so, he reaches over to his scabbard, pulls his sword, holds it to the center of his chest, allowing the blade to jet upward, and he looks at you and says, "In the name of the dreaming, I take you, Luminalux ap Fiona, as my vassal. As the stones, the trees, the grass belong to earth, so do you belong to me, and as one of my house and hearth. I promise to hold you, to guard you, and to keep you. I pledge to honor your service as it deserves, to reward loyalty in kind, and to assure you shelter in times of need and plenty. As the moon to the seas below, so is my will to yours. With these words, I pledge the Ashit to you."
And
night,
I sort of like bow a little bit.
Night, night, night. You feel the glamour from the pledge kick in, and he immediately puts away his sword and says, "All right, and I believe that will be all."
Wow, that was fast.
Indeed. Indeed.
Oh, okay.
It need not be a grand ceremony.
I mean, I was already working under these assumptions anyway.
I know you were. And now I have pledged that upon you. I have taken you on as my vassal formally, and you can go now.
All right, let me go collect my officer.
Of course.
I sort of go out, clutching my bag. Jeeves, where's the officer?
He is sitting in the foyer still, my lady.
Well, you have a lovely afternoon.
And you as well.
Okay. And so, go to collect him.
Head out.
Howdy, howdy.
All done?
Yeah.
What was that screeching?
Oh, it was the Crystal Griffin.
Oh, of course it was. All right. And so, he gets up and takes you outside. Where to now? You want to go get lunch? Dinner? Dinner? As the case may be. It's about 3 o'clock.
I guess we can have a little date before I go home. I couldn't find out anything.
About the...
heart.
Oh, I see. Well...
It's just ominous and out of place and weird. And... I don't know. Oh well. I guess I'll just put it in my hope chest and forget about it for a little bit.
Might not hurt to ask other people. I don't know. I don't know what they know.
Maybe Sid knows something. Sid's full of knowledge. Or maybe Billiam.
Cut to Sid. I don't know what it is. Never seen it.
Do you know anyone who might know who it is?
Maybe Will.
Let's go see Will.
Cut to Will, who is packing things away in his trailer, still getting ready to leave. He looks over.
Adelaide.
Yeah?
That scares the shit out of me.
You feel it too?
No.
What?
You just presented a green heart to me.
Oh.
That is what scares the shit out of me.
Oh. Well, I mean, chin up. It's gonna be okay.
I know. You should work on your presentation.
My presentation? I just whipped it out.
I know you did.
Should I not whip it out?
Perhaps you should prepare the person a little bit more or when you pull out viscera and present it to them?
Okay, in the future, I'll say, hey, I'm pulling out a heart, and I pull out the heart.
That sounds like a good way to go about it.
Okay, but you don't know anything about this heart.
No, I
say
don't.
I keep pushing it under his nose.
Please don't. Adelaide. Adelaide. No.
Does nobody know a thing about this heart? I raise it above my head in frustration.
Let's not scream that.
Does nobody know what to do with this heart? And I look around.
I don't know, maybe Sid knows.
I already asked Sid. Sid doesn't know.
What about Lily?
You think Lily would know?
No.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think she
So
would.
I don't want to harass her about it.
Yeah. You know, Cardis might know something.
You think? Well,
He'd either know a lot about it or nothing.
you know, but it wouldn't hurt to ask.
No.
Alright.
Adelaide, we gotta go. I gotta drop you off. I've been gone for a little longer than I said I was going to be.
Okay.
And I really can't drive you over to the other side of town on top of it. Might just have to shelf this one for another day.
Okay. Well, I have Cardis's phone number.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright. I guess you can take me home. I'm gonna see what Cardis is up to. And see if he knows anything about a heart that's green and filled with ichor.
All right.
Let's go. And I get in the car. Hey.
William.
Bye, Will.
Pig.
He coughed just now. You didn't hear anything. William sometimes gets things stuck in his nose holes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
okay. Look,
I'm sorry.
Adelaide, I feel like I'm just I want to help you. I want to be involved in these different sides of your life, but I feel like I'm hitting a little bit of a wall.
What's the wall?
Your friends hate me.
Oh, they don't hate... Same thing I say about my family. Oh, they don't hate you.
And then there's your family.
They don't hate you.
I don't, and I don't think they hate me. I think your brother hates me.
My brother hates a lot of people.
Right.
You don't have to feel like... You could be perfect, and Louis would still find some sort of fault with you.
Okay.
And so, at least in regards to him, there's nothing you could have done. My friends, on the other hand, they're carnies, and that's why they don't like you. But they like
No,
you. You're
I
fine.
know your friends.
They'll grow to like you.
I know your friends from a professional perspective.
I'm so sorry if they cause trouble. They're good people deep down. It's just
I'm
I know
sure
that,
they are.
I know, like, Lily causes a lot of trouble, and so does Will, and Sid's pretty put together. He doesn't cause trouble, but, like, I know the other two, they...
I'm certain he sells drugs out of his shack.
Sid?
I'm
Sid would never!
I'm pretty sure he sells drugs out of his
I refuse
shack.
to believe that.
All right.
I'm offended that you would even suggest.
Ask him next time.
Okay, I'll ask. But please don't feel like...
It's just... there's...
Not a lot of approval.
There's that, and then there's this other side to you that I can only have the barest, smallest way to relate to. And that's because I can see it. But I'm not the same, and I you might know more about these things than I do, but how often do you see these kinds of relationships flourish between your kind and mine?
Well, let me think. I mean, I don't personally know any, but there's a lot of changelings that I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the ones that I'm very close to are really rough and tumble, as you can tell.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. And I know that the ones that I have seen, they were bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's always how it is.
Yeah. I'm concerned, and I shouldn't be taking it out like this. I worry a little bit, and I just don't want my small worries to grow into big worries without me having addressed them at all to you.
There's a lot of things that I won't have the answer to, and there's a lot of reasons for that. One, you're the only boyfriend I've ever had ever. Ever.
Right.
And so, there's some things that I don't know, and that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can be patient with you in that regard.
Yeah, and I can't make any sort of promises that I can keep you out of unmundane things.
And I wouldn't want you to.
I couldn't.
I see them, they're there, but I feel like it feels kind of like when I look at all of this stuff around me that I can see, but that I can't really interact with. It's like I'm looking through a snow globe.
Yeah.
And I see you and all of your friends and all of the things that you do and you say and this magic, and it's beautiful and amazing. And I just feel like I wonder what my part in that is. Because I'm looking at a snow globe and I'm not in it.
I'm gonna have to sleep on that.
That's fair.
I don't have a direct answer for it. But maybe I will.
Sure.
After some time.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not something that I expect you to be able to answer off the top of your head or immediately. It's just a concern that I have.
It's a fair concern. It's probably pretty disorientating.
Yeah.
Well,
I had no idea that my home was so infested.
What's in your home?
Oh.
I've never been to your house. What's in there?
Well, my apartment is, it's not very big, but in the hallways I see shadow people.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Don't worry, they will do you no harm.
no, I don't think they will, but sometimes when I stare too long, they stare back at me.
They're aware of you, sometimes. I say very ominously.
Yeah. And so that freaked me out a little bit at first. I think I'm getting used to them. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
I can bring some things over to brighten it up. Yeah, and then I can see your house.
Right. Okay. Like I said, it's not very impressive. It's certainly not as nice as your home.
Okay.
But yeah, when your ankle bracelet comes off.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. And so at that point, you pull into your house, and it's just like, all right, well,
have a good night.
You too.
I lean over and I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
All right. Bye. Have a good night.
You too, Adelaide.
Go into my house.
Yep.
I take a deep breath like I always do before I enter my home. Just You open the door.
Yep. You open the door and you step in. You step inside, and to just give a little brief reminder, as you step in, the staircase is about 5 feet in front of you. That takes you up to the second floor, where you have your
My suite.
yeah, pretty much your area of the house. To your right is the living room, where there's a couch seated smack dab in the middle of the room, a large TV, and the what do we call that, where the windows kind of jut out a little bit?
Oh, they're called bay windows.
Yeah,
there's a lot of those in this house.
Bay windows. As it hit in one of the corners, the bay windows form a semicircle. And Louis keeps his. For a little while, it's where he displayed the house. But
you've
moved it into
because
the kitchen.
I love it so much. I say to him,
it.
It's the most beautiful thing ever. I love it so much. So good, so good, so good.
Keep it in the kitchen.
Right now, who knows what's right there?
Yeah, it's probably
empty
probably
right
nothing.
now.
It's empty. There's just like a small
Sometimes
a
I'll put
vase.
art projects there. Most of Louis' stuff is in his home office, which God knows he hasn't used, and because that's where he would draw and stuff, and God knows he hasn't used it.
Yeah, his home office is set.
Closer to the
there's
front,
a hallway. There's a little hallway that leads back there. There's a restroom, and then his home office. But if you come back out, the wall opposite the front door, next to the staircase, is where Louis' room is.
It's his suite, and it's
that whole side of the house is just real rough looking.
that side of the house is.
We don't go.
We don't go there. It's like the floor is lava, but the air is poison.
Yeah. And then there's the kitchen, kitchen dining room area, off to the left of the front door. And that's, you go down there every morning and prepare your food. You've got a little island that you do a lot of food prep on.
Mm-hmm.
That currently houses the house.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little dining room set up. There's a little... so as you're looking around the kitchen, which is immaculately tiled, windows across the wall. You've got your refrigerator, your oven, all the standard amenities. And as you keep going, there's a little bar. Set up.
Yeah.
A little mini bar. Across from that, there's some stools, and then your dining room situation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little door off to the, again, it would be north if we were thinking of it as you're coming in from the south.
South, yeah.
A little door that leads to the garage, and then, but yeah. And so upstairs is...
That's my suite.
Yep. Got this big, beautiful sort of foyer, with a sunroof.
It's practically all glass in there.
A lot of mirrors in there, a lot of glass, so it reflects and has this really interesting light. It's always bright. Doesn't matter what time of day it is.
Mm-hmm. Even in the middle of the night, it's
as long as there is like
light
any light in the sky whatsoever. This room is well lit. And this room is also where you awakened. Mm-hmm. And then, you keep going further back that way.
There's my room.
That's where your room is, with your nice bathroom and
a big
all
closet.
That stuff. Got a big closet. Got all the good stuff. And so, yeah.
Sort of come home and I'm just like, man, I need to fix myself a stiff drink. And I get some orange juice. But I put it in I put ice cubes in there like I'm gonna make some sort of alcoholic beverage, and I clink in the ice cubes.
Martini drink, a little martini glass,
and then I pour in some orange juice
and a little umbrella.
I just need a stiff drink. I put an umbrella in it. What a stressful day. Alright, I need to try to see if I can call Cardus. Let me see if he'll pick up. I mean, I just put it on away and, like, watch it while I'm drinking.
Speaker. After about 3 rings, picks up.
Hi,
Hello?
Cardus! It's me, Addie.
Addie.
You know me, Addie. Adelaide?
Oh. Yeah, what's happening?
So I have a question. I was told that you have lots of knowledge about, like, mysterious things.
I might.
Okay. So, I have this heart in my room. Or in my box that I have in my arms.
If you're looking for body disposal, that'd be Shadra.
No. It's like magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
It's like this big... It's like the size of, like, a small cantaloupe. And it's green, and it's leaking green stuff. And it's like a heart, but it's hard. And I found it in my house, and I've asked so many people. But I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
So I should note, it's not hard to you.
To me, it's squishy.
It's squishy, it's muscly. I mean, it's tough, but it's not like wood.
It's like, I mean, it has some give. I've never touched a real heart, so I don't know if this is what the heart's like. I say as I reach in and start squeezing it. And so, do you know anything about something like that? I can't leave my house because I'm on house arrest. If not, I would have come to bother you at work.
Okay. I'd have to, like, look into some of my old books.
I'd appreciate it so much. I'd gladly give you a favor if you could figure out anything about this thing.
Yeah, I will, I'll see what I can dig up.
Thank you, Cardus. I really do appreciate it. I'm real sorry about the Lily kicking the glasses the other day. I'm sorry she's such a hooligan.
No, she's far and away she's the easiest one to deal with.
You know, I've actually never dealt with any of them, so, you know, I'm probably happy.
You probably are.
Okay. Well, thank you. Goodbye.
Then you click. You sitting around and drinking your drink. And,
finish a whole jug of apple juice, or a jug of orange juice.
Stomach's gonna hurt.
I'm really letting myself go. I'm out of control. I really need to stop. and I put back a whole tiny little martini glass of orange juice.
Yeah. And so you look out and you can see Louis' car pull in.
Oh, I hope their movie went well.
So
I hope they didn't go to see anything sad. I don't think Louis could handle it right now.
They come in and seems like they're in the middle of a conversation, and Louis looks over. Oh, Adelaide, can you help bring some stuff in?
Of course.
Papa's going to cook.
I'm excited.
And so yeah, you head out, bring some groceries in, and you set them up, and now you said you want something with
butter. I love butter.
Oui. All right. My petite bonbon. For you, I am going to make butter chicken.
Oh, butter chicken?
Oui.
That sounds delicious.
Uh-huh. And,
I'll make drinks.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
You can make drink?
Yes, I make drinks for Louis all the time.
He just sort of like looks over at Louis, like giving him sort of like a glare. Your brother should not force you to make his drinks.
Oh no, it's okay. It's no problem at all.
All right, well, you can make some drinks.
Okay, I'm gonna make a sangria.
And so, do you have enough orange juice? I don't know what goes into sangria.
It's just like a bunch of juices and stuff that seeped together and shook up with ice.
Right. And so, you make some drinks. Papa makes some food. He sets it down and just says, "Here you are."
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
It looks really good.
Can I take pictures?
Oh, please.
I go and I get my camera with like the big like reflector lens on top. Oh wow. Click, click.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful. Click, click. Wow. I'm putting this on Instagram.
Oh, I do not know how much that weighs. And he has a seat, and you take a bite of the buttered chicken, and it's really buttery.
Too buttery.
It's a little too buttery. Chicken's a little undercooked.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Cut.
It's good. It's fine. It's not magically delicious.
So as I'm sort of eating, I wait until I see Louis put it in his mouth so I can sort of like
He
see.
eats it. It's just
He doesn't have any sort of like.
no strong feelings one way or the other about it.
Oh, okay. Just me being picky then? No, something seems weird.
There's something a little off about it. But he eats it, and dinner goes. Oh,
Give everyone their drinks and
yeah, they have drinks, and there's some idle conversation. It's not really super significant until your father asks, "So, what do you do? I know you make the YouTube video. How was your day? How was your video
Oh, it went pretty well. I went to go
with
see
the detective?"
me and the detective. We went up to the nice part of town, up beyond the bridge and everything, and we got some. I interviewed a friend, and he has a great house. It's so big.
Oh.
He has like lawn flamingos and a big pool. He has a lot of glass. I like it a lot, his house.
Oh.
And so that's what I did today. I also said hello to a friend who's going to be leaving soon.
Oh.
One of my friends, he works at the carnival. And so, it's at the end of the carnival season and he's leaving.
Oh.
And so
I see,
I'm going to miss
I
him a
see.
lot.
Well, perhaps he will come back next year.
He always comes back after going. But, he goes wherever the carnival takes him, which I think will be Richmond.
I see.
I'm pretty sure he'll be in Richmond.
I see. Well, this town is lovely. It reminds me of some of the nice little places in Europe.
Yeah.
It is like it is almost like the French countryside, but you have a beach.
I know! This is the perfect town. I love it here.
Yes, it is very beautiful. I am surprised that it is so small.
Well, I mean, that's a part of its charm.
I agree.
Its charm is that it is small, and it's...
The problem with small town charm is that everybody wants it.
That's true. Well, I can't help but feel like maybe more people would live here if there weren't so many empty mansions. But that's just my theory. I really don't know. Do you know, Louis? I mean, you're in charge of a lot of stuff.
I don't know. People come and go all the time. We get people who move in and they just don't stay for very long for one reason or another.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. But as it stands, the city makes good money.
Yeah.
It makes
All that property tax.
got good property tax, but even in the summer we do very well. And so people must know it exists. It's not like we are hurting for traffic or anything. During the summer, people come and
A lot of people.
a lot of people. We get very busy.
All of our hotels are packed.
Yeah, we
But yes, I don't know.
I guess it's just one of those things. Maybe in a couple years it will. Who knows?
It could. We are pretty far from any of the cities, but
Urban sprawl.
yeah.
I mean, they'd have to go through a mountain, but...
The hills outside of town, I know they used to be teen mines.
I want to go explore those mines, but it seems dangerous.
Oh, no. You cannot do that. You cannot. They are closed off, condemned.
Yeah, but I've always wanted to go and see if there's ghosts in there.
Why would you want to go see ghosts? Why do you want to go find ghosts?
Well, I mean, what if I get it on camera?
No. You should not go up there. It is dangerous. There's probably like all manner of crazy people who live up there.
There's probably meth people there.
Yes, I would think so.
Like in West Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
We have plenty of meth heads in Virginia.
I guess so. No.
And so, dinner just kind of goes, and so eventually, Papa sort of just lets out a big yawn, and kind of pats his belly, and it's just like, well, I am so sleepy now. I will
Go on to bed. I'll clean up.
Yeah. Oh no, I could not ask you.
No, please. I insist.
All right. And he leans over, gives you a big old hug. Good night, my love.
Good night, Papa.
And he, goes upstairs and sleeps in the guest room opposite to yours.
You want one more drink before you go to bed, Louie? I mean, there's still some sangria left.
I've got some wine. I'll be all right.
Okay. What movie did you watch?
We watched King Arthur, the King Arthur movie.
Oh, King Arthur Legend of the Sword.
Yes, it not very good.
It wasn't very good?
No, it did not feel like King Arthur.
Was it not very fantasy-esque?
It was very American in its presentation.
Is everything like really dark for some reason? Like a little bit blue?
Very grainy, very, very brown. Not very colorful.
They're messing it up. They don't get it.
No, there was no Green Knight. There was no questing beast.
Well, what about the Garter?
Nah,
nothing.
Nah, it was like.
Right. If I was gonna do a King Arthur movie, oh boy, I'd hit it out of the park.
Well, I believe you would. Anyway, I'm gonna go get ready for bed.
Okay.
Still have tomorrow off, so I will
sleep in all day.
Try to clean up a little bit. Do something. It is along the lines of what I spoke of with Papa today.
Does he want you to get out of the house?
Yeah, a little bit. I think he's a little worried.
Yeah.
You just
don't feel like it.
No, I'm just so tired all the time. Just so
exhausted.
Yeah. There's no wind in my sails, so to speak.
Yeah. Have you been talking to your therapist?
Not yet. I haven't called them.
Do you want me to make the appointment? I'll do it for you.
I've got an appointment next week. I'll talk to them.
Okay. Maybe it'll make you feel better to talk to someone unbiased.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
Good night.
Good night.
I love you.
I love you too, Addie.
And he just leaves, and I just wince as he leaves. it's so difficult.
Yeah.
I try so hard.
Mm-hmm.
But conversations with him are increasingly more difficult.
Yeah.
And the only thing I could do is offer platitudes to him because of what he's gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, okay, let me clean up. I clean everything up, and
You hear a small tapping at your window.
what's that? I go out. I look out the bay windows.
You see Sir Fluffytail.
Oh, it's you! And I go and I open the back door. Come in!
He runs around and
I get on my knees.
Hello.
Hello, Lady Adelaide.
How are you doing, Sir Fluffytail?
Quite all right, quite all right. I was just waltzing through the neighborhood, and I couldn't help but get the smell of
Something good at cooking.
something good. Yes. Perhaps you have a little left over.
Okay, come on. And I sort of let him hop into my hands.
He jumps
And I take him up to a bar stool and I make him a tiny saucer of food.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Can you eat chicken?
Yes, of course I can eat chicken.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know. I mean, of course you can eat chicken. Well, of course you can eat chicken. I cross my arms and look at him as he starts to eat it. Would you like some sangria?
Well, I don't believe I know what that is.
Oh, well, let me get you a little bit of sangria. And I take a shot glass. I take a shot glass and I just break some ice cubes until they're smaller ice cubes, and I put them in there, and I make a tiny sangria for him.
You set it down.
Oh, outstanding.
It has fruit in
A
it.
tiny little cup. Most of your cups are so big I can't even wrap my arms around them. But this is just perfect.
He picks it up and just sort of...
Ooh. I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Maybe it's a little too strong for your little rabbit face.
Strong?
There's alcohol in it.
Oh. I don't believe I've ever had alcohol.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have given that to you. Here, I'm taking that back.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. Until
that's gross.
it's like a somewhat violent taste to it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's quite all right. Thank you for your hospitality, of course. And thank you for the chicken.
I mean, chicken shouldn't hurt him. Maybe he is a chimerical rabbit, I think to myself. Certainly if he can eat chicken, a little bit of alcohol won't hurt him. I just don't want to hurt him.
And he eats up, and at the end he sort of just gives you a polite little nod, and
Wait, Sir Fluffytail!
Ah, yes.
I want to show you something.
Okay.
And I go to the couch where I had my bag, and I sort of take it to him. So I found this thing in my house. Look at it. And I open it up, and I show him the heart.
Oh dear, what is that?
I don't know. Do you think you could ask around?
I don't know what it is. I wouldn't know what to ask.
I don't know what it is either, Sir Fluffytail. I found it in my house. I didn't put it there. Someone else must have. An intrigue.
Indeed. And you're certain that those other humans that live with you did not.
I don't think so. No, I don't imagine that they would.
Adelaide,
Yes, Louis?
are you talking to someone?
Oh, I'm FaceTiming.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
It's all right. I just wasn't sure if somebody was here.
You don't hear anyone, do you?
No,
Okay.
just you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... my brother was... But you've never seen anything like this?
No, I don't believe I have.
Okay. Alright. Well...
That said, I much prefer living on this side of the world than the side I was born on. I spend quite a bit of time here. Less time over there.
I don't spend a lot of time over there at all. I've been on a trot once or twice, but it's all very intimidating.
Quite.
I don't want to get lost or anything, so I'd need a guide if I ever went.
Well, the trods are a good path to take. They tend to be fairly consistent, unlike other areas. But I could possibly find you a guide. I might look at some of the young lads in my old warren.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, yes. The near dreaming in this area is littered with us.
Oh, but I only ever really see... Well, I do see other rabbits, and I see moles. They're in my lawn. There's been a lot of moles in my lawn. I've been digging them up and putting them in other people's lawns because I don't want them to tear up mine, so I put them in someone else's.
Seems fair to me.
I know. I don't want to hurt them. I just want to relocate them.
Well, I would beg to differ with you on that. Moles, no good.
Oh.
Dreadful creatures, savage beasts, unworthy of redemption. Awful, terrible creatures.
It's the worst quality they could have.
They ruin the ground.
But they are very cute. I mean, not as cute as you.
Please, I am not cute. I am distinguished, manly. I have grandchildren.
Oh, yes, you're very manly.
I cannot be cute.
No.
He says with his little whiskers.
Of course not. You're very distinguished.
Indeed. Well,
Louis is going to be like, what is happening?
Well, Miss Adelaide, I appreciate the kind offering of food.
Oh,
I
of
was quite
course.
hungry.
Oh, you know that you can come whenever you want, and I'll have a tiny little saucer waiting for you.
That is a promise.
And, he says.
Did we seal that?
And a one most appreciated. If there is anything I can do for you, I would be happy to do so in kind.
Thank you.
Do please leave out a small saucer for me.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Perhaps
winter.
once a week.
Winter is coming,
It
and
is.
I wouldn't want you to go hungry.
It gets quite difficult during the winter months.
You can. Oh, you can stay. You can come in whenever you want, and I'll leave out food for you.
Oh, we're inside. Excellent. Yes, I would be quite pleased to do so.
Okay, just make sure I'm home.
Oh,
Make
you
sure-
must be home.
The big hairy one can't be home. He'll be
Okay.
upset, but I can take you up to my room, and it's really nice up there.
All right. Well, let's go.
Oh, come on! And I grab him,
Take him upstairs.
took him upstairs.
And, just set him down and
Yes, this place is quite nice. The air down there is a little stuffy.
It is, but up here is lovely.
Quite.
Let me find something that you can sleep in. And I'd start digging through all of my various knickknacks until I eventually find, like, a doll bed or something.
Oh, I'm not picky. I don't need a bed.
It has a little blanket.
I don't need a blanket. I've got fur.
Oh, it has a little pillow.
A pillow might be nice.
Okay. And I set it up, like, next to my bed. And I, like, pull down the covers. Oh, there you go. Just hop right in.
Quite.
All right. I tuck him in.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Good night.
I'm sorry. I'm just not very sleepy at the moment.
Okay. Well, you can hop about.
All right, I will do so.
I'm going to do a little bit of editing, and then I'm going to go to sleep.
All right.
Okay.
Don't know what that is, but
then he jumps under your bed.
Where'd it go? Sir Fluffy Tail? She just sort of looks surprised, like, what? I lean over, look under my bed.
It's gone.
Sir Fluffy Tail? What? And I go under there.
Yeah.
I crawl under it, like, what? Oh, it's his hair down here.
Yeah. Would you be able to fit under your bed?
I might. I'm small.
Yeah.
I might not be able to go all the way under, but I just, like, put my head under, like, I reach my arms out. What?
Seems like normal. Just the floor and Mr. Fluffy Tail is missing.
Oh, wow. I scoot out from under it and climb back on my bed and keep editing. Wow. That's dope.
Mm-hmm. And have you set your alarm for your new job on Monday?
Yep.
Okay. And so I think that is where we will pick up next time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it being the beginning of a new chronicle, I think 2 experience is fair.
I think so too.
Okay. All right. So, I'm very excited to get this started.
I am so excited.
I've been waiting for a long time.
I've been waiting for a very long time. Mm-hmm. You know, we live in Texas, and so when summer comes, the closet gets steamy.
Yeah, it gets pretty stuffy in here.
And so, God, we stopped last May. We stopped recording last May. Took me a long time to release the vampire game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been about a year.
Yeah.
It has been about a year, and I am glad to be back.
I am too.
So, everybody, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please like and subscribe and tell us how much you missed us, because I missed you. And also, we have a Twitter. Mm-hmm. We're going to be putting up the art as you guys see it, so you guys can also look at this beautifully detailed art, which honestly YouTube doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
If you actually get to look at the image itself,
the full models,
they are resplendent.
And you can find the artist down in our video description. Along with my personal Twitter, where I'm just
filled with jokes and songs.
Filled with jokes and little songs and little just all kinds of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I talk a lot about role-playing games and my thoughts on them. And so, yeah.
Yeah. And if you also want to see more of me, I am currently in a vampire game streamed on Twitch through Simulacra Studios. And so if you want more of Mo,
I believe it's twitch.tv/Simulacra TV.
Simulacra TV. I'll probably put a link down below
in the thing,
because it is still currently coming out. It's on YouTube. Yep. And Austin also has stuff where if you missed Austin and you want more of this guy.
Yeah, I do pretty regular streaming of games over at twitch.tv/Surprise Round RPG. I ran a very good Blades in the Dark game and am currently in the middle of an awesome Masks game. Masks the Next Generation. So if you like teenage superheroes and you like high quality art and edits and not I shouldn't say edits.
Well, they're coming out with edits.
Yeah, and we'll be putting some of those up on our YouTube channel as well, which you can check out. YouTube.com/Surprise Round RPG.
Nice, you guys got both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, we did that on purpose. We were just going to be Surprise Round, but we were just like, nah, that's not going to work. Surprise Round RPG it is. So, check us out, and again, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.